All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Dev Hall, man. We back for another season of the Dev Hall Show, season 6, episode 1, with the most viral man on social media, the world, the internet, everything you can think of. Chairman Paul Birdsong. How you doing today, man? Everything good? Everything's fine, man. I just wanted to sit down and have a conversation with you because I see you on social media and also, especially in Philadelphia, doing something positive for the community. I see a lot of people who have negative things to say, and also a lot of people have positive things to say as well. Basically, I just wanted to get your your input on the attention that you and your comrades are receiving through social media pertaining to the Black Panther Party of self-defense.
So I want to clarify something. Was it last night? Hey, comrade, was that last night we had that little phone conference with Bull Whip and all them? Was that last night or the night before?
Night before.
Okay, so the night before I had a conference with a couple of the elder Black Panthers that are guiding and teaching us and everything. And they said that there was a point in time when they changed the Black Panthers name from the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense to just the Black Panther Party. Okay. And they instructed us to no longer call it the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, but to call it the Black Panther Party.
Right.
That's we're carrying that legacy.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to put that out there, that we're no longer going by the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, but we're going simply by the Black Panther Party.
Right.
And then your question,
the attention that you're receiving as far as you and your comrades are getting right now.
I think it's good. Sometimes it doesn't always feel good.
Right.
But I think that's good too, because imagine this. Imagine having some type of leader who has authority over thousands of people and has millions of people looking up to them,
right.
And then that leader is never tested. That leader is never challenged. That leader never has to go through anything and stand tall. You know what I'm saying? And I think that with all of these people ganging up on me on social media at the same time, and me staying focused and determined and doing, as you can see, doing what we need to be doing,
right.
I think that that's a testament to the type of leader I'm being taught to be by my elders. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's a testament to the tutelage of Aaron Dixon or Clarence Peterson or Billy Che Brooks. Those are people that are teaching us. It's a testament to the type of work that they are doing with us, and it's also a testament to the intention of the Black Panther Party now. The intention is to protect the black man, woman, and child by any means necessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And protecting them from hunger, protecting them from clothing insecurity, protecting them from housing insecurity, protecting them from the prison industrial complex, protecting them from ICE,
right.
Protecting them from police brutality. I think all of that media attention is doing good. The negative attention is doing good at pruning me and testing me in front of everybody.
Right.
Right.
And
then I think that the positive attention that we're getting is doing good at letting people know that this is available, and let people know they don't got to be scared of ICE. They just got to be armed. They don't got to be scared of the police. They just got to be armed. They got to know the laws. They got to know their rights, and they got to stand on it and make them stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Now I'm glad you mentioned ICE. That's something that a lot of people are having an uproar about. They're saying this man is not for the black people. He's just for going against ICE and things of that sort. Talking about defending the illegal immigrants and things of that sort, when some people just getting confused of the Black Panther Party just defending black people against police brutality. And I hear you speak on the Rainbow Coalition that they stand for, which is the black, Asians, and things of that sort.
I got something interesting for you. Hold on.
Okay.
It's cool that camera's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I don't want to be in the camera with a magazine in my hand. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm always in the camera with a magazine in my hand, right?
Right.
So check this out. And it's one thing to speculate, and it's one thing to have ideas and theories and opinions.
Right.
It's another thing to get it straight from the horse's mouth, right?
Right.
Let me find this joint. See here. We're talking about what the Black Panther Party stood for. Listen. This
the country's too rich. The country is a force for justice in the name of peace. With the spirit of internationalism, I plan to go on with our expansion, and also to make even a stronger tie with the struggling people of the world, because they represent 2/3 of the people. The colonized world, or the developing countries, are also the colored world, and American imperialism is implicated in all of those puppet governments that control these developing countries. In other words, if America withdraws its support from Greece, that Greek regime will fall. If America withdraws its support from the puppet government of South Vietnam, the Vietnamese war would end. So what I'm saying is we have to hook up internationally. You can only understand the situation internationally, and in order to do this, that we are going to commit troops. We're going to commit troops to the Vietnamese people, the National Liberation
Not
Front,
to the black people.
to fight
To who?
the cowardly American aggressor. And
He said Black Panther Party. We're going to
Right.
commit troops.
When are you going to do that? Is that
I'm going to do this as soon as I'm released. That I'm going to make this known at the Paris peace talks, so that it can be accepted or rejected by the Vietnamese people. But in the spirit of internationalism and the spirit of international solidarity, we plan to do this, and we would do this for any people who are fighting against American imperialism.
you want to get together?
Any. Not just black.
To go to Vietnam and fight against American troops?
We want to get revolutionary people to go to Vietnam. I hope some weathermen go also. As far
Weathermen
as
with what
the
color?
party, we don't think in
White
terms
boys,
really
mhm.
of black and white. We only think of
Hold on,
that
hold on, let me-
when we try to analyze American. To do this, and we're fighting against American
You
imperialism.
want to get together blacks to go to Vietnam and fight against American troops?
We want to get revolutionary people to go to Vietnam. I hope some weathermen go also. As far as the party, we don't think in terms really of black and white. We only think of that when we try to analyze American society, which is a racist society. But we're internationalists, we're anti-racist, we're not even a national chauvinist. As I say, we're internationalists in every sense of the word. Here, our party is composed of blacks simply because of the reality, the cultural reality in the country. I think that if things don't change drastically, it will be bloodshed.
So, from his own mouth,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
We're black because our party is all black people because we have to do for ourselves in this country, right?
Right.
But we are internationalists, right? He said he was going to commit troops, the Black Panther Party, to go to Vietnam and fight against the U.S. on Vietnam's side,
Right.
right? His words.
Mhm.
We are internationalists in every sense of the word. We're not nationalists or chauvinists. We're internationalists
Right.
in every sense of the word.
Right.
So this is not me talking. This is not my idea. This is the ideas of the founder of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. You know that lady called herself Huey Newton's niece?
Mhm.
She said, I'm shaming his legacy.
Right.
According to him, his legacy is internationalism. And that's what I'm pushing. He said right there in the video that we stand with all oppressed people.
Right.
So if ICE is oppressing Dominicans, which are black, Puerto Ricans, which are black, Mexicans, Vietnamese people, which was the first campaign he pushed. He wanted to send us over there to fight with the Vietnamese people.
Right.
I'm standing up for the very people he said. What about the pictures of Huey Newton when he went to Palestine and stood with them? We gonna ignore that? That's why I fight. That's why I stand up for the people against ICE. Because I stand with all oppressed people. You know why? Because Huey said that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to take my word for it. You just heard the man say it yourself. That wasn't AI. That's YouTube. Look up his interview while he was in jail. That's not AI. Anybody can look it up. That's well documented. That was on the news.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So y'all coming at me about doing what he said we do. You want to be black nationalists, and you want that to be all you focus on is black people, but it's self-destructive. The black community in the United States of America does not have the military might nor the financial might to take against imperialism by itself. Neither does the Vietnamese, neither do the Mexicans, neither do the Puerto Ricans, neither do the poor Irish people, neither do the poor white people that aren't part of the hierarchy of people that are benefiting from chattel slavery. So when you talk about all of those separate people fighting by themselves, they're going to lose. But when we all get together, just like the fist, if I take my thumb and hit you with it, it ain't doing much good against you. Right? If I take they ain't doing nothing but maybe pissing you off after a while. If I ball my fist up and throw a punch at you, that's probably going to hurt.
Right.
That's all the people getting together and working together, actually making an impact.
Right.
This is just black people by themselves. Matter of fact, if you want to, even though we don't represent the largest demographic, we represent the smallest. Let's just say, for theory's sake, we do. Okay, we get the biggest finger on the hand, right? The middle finger. It ain't doing nothing by itself. You need to gang up with the other ones, unite, strategize, and use tact and win. That's what you do. You work together, unity. That's what Huey Newton stood for. That's what Bobby Seale stood for. That's what Kathleen Cleaver stood for. That's what Stokely Carmichael stood for. They knew Frantz Fanon stood for. They knew that in order to establish black power, they needed to stand with other oppressed people to help them establish power over themselves. Like Huey said, yellow power to the yellow man, brown power to the brown man. And then fast forward, like Fred Hampton said, black power to the black man, brown power to the brown people, white power to the white people, yellow power to the yellow people, purple. You see what I'm saying? Each individual group having the, like the Black Panther Party 10-point program says, we want the freedom to determine the destiny of our black communities, right? That's the first of the 10 points. We want to determine our own destiny, right? Not people determine our destiny for us. In order for us to do that, we got to break free and be liberated. We can't do that on our own. We need help. We need help from the other people who are trying to do the same thing. Deganessa, enemy of my enemy is my ally, right? So that's why I stand against ICE.
Right.
And not only that, but ICE killing unarmed black people. They at predominantly black neighborhoods in front of the schools, intimidating them, standing there with assault rifles, body armor, and masks on, looking all crazy. Got the mask with the skull face on it in front of us. A school where your children go to school at. You asking me why I'm stepping to them. Get out of here, man.
And I wanted to ask you that too, man, because that was my first video of me seeing you. I think it was around Lancaster Avenue, and you were basically outside posted up with your assault rifle, and you was just basically looking up and down the cops like, what y'all gonna do? This, that, and the third, because I believe it was a situation that occurred with a black boy that got harassed or assaulted.
Teenager got hit by a car.
Okay.
We got the video. He got hit by a car. They hit him. Then they got out, punching on him, kicking on him, then piled up on top of him.
Right.
And so we went there to show faith, to stand up to him, like, okay, you know. And then somebody said, well, why did they do it? And one of the officers said it looked like he had a gun. Okay. Well, it's very clear I got a gun. Do that to me. You know? See how it work out for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the goal. The goal, and when the officer got out talking about don't hold your gun like that, PA Crime Code 6108 says I can hold my gun like that. You know, you got. I want to be a living example. These pigs can't tell you what to do with your gun when you're doing with your gun what the law and your rights say you can do with your gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can hold my gun like this. As long as I don't got my finger on the trigger, I can have my finger at ready. You know what I'm saying? And if you brutalize me, I can use my gun to defend myself against you. I just got to go in court and prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt that my life was in imminent danger.
Right.
Because there's people who recently who have shot police, killed them, and are free after going to court because they were in the right and the cop was in the wrong.
Right.
So Google it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all I'm saying is, all I'm trying to do is, you came to a community, you brutalized a child from the community. I show up with the comrades, with the vanguard, to let you know we ain't taking that. And if you feel like you want to come to a community, a black community, and brutalize them, do it now while we right here.
Right.
And I want to demonstrate something to the people. The same gun license I got, the same expungement I got, the same gun I got, you could easily go get. You don't got to take nothing from them.
Right.
If you actually are doing something wrong and they get at you, that's on you.
Right.
But you don't have to walk around your community afraid of the police. You can have the same, you can have better, actually, you can carry around an AK-47. The cop's not allowed to carry that. You know, he's allowed to carry a sidearm. SWAT, they might come through with some AR-15s or some M1s. You could buy those too. Right. You can buy better guns than what they could buy. The armor that they got is level 3A armor. They're going to hate me for saying this. You could, for $150 some right now on sale, you could buy an AR-1000 place that can stop a 7.62 round from an AK or a SCAR. You know what I'm saying? You can have better body armor than them and better guns than them. You don't have to be afraid of them. Right. And you could get a gun license, come to the Panther Party or any of these other organizations, the SRA, train, go out with them to the range, train, learn gun safety, learn gun responsibility, and responsibly carry a gun in your community and protect yourself and the people around you. You don't gotta be scared. But our people are scared and our people are getting brutalized because they don't know no better. You mad at me for showing them they ain't gotta go through that?
The thing is, I feel as though a lot of people, I mean, I'm not speaking for myself. I feel like a lot of people are afraid because, you know, I have a homie named Maj. He actually pushes the Second Amendment right as well. And that's something that you're pushing as well. But a lot of people say, well, I can have the Second Amendment right and have knowledge of that, but it's going to be hard to prove that due to the fact that we're black or things in that sort. So, and I see you on the internet with your rifle in front of cops, and cops have no option but to just let you be, because you know your rights and things in that sort. So for those that are not aware of their rights and things in that sort, what would you tell them?
Come to 2123 North Grad Street, Monday through Thursday from 10 to 6. It will make you aware of your rights, and we'll help you get your gun license too. I'm personally committed to it. You come, don't hit me up on the internet. Come down. You come down.
North Philly.
And I'll pay for your gun license, and I'll help you. I'll teach you how to use it, and I'll teach you how to be responsible with it. And I'll drop some revolutionary gospel on your noggin that'll put you in a perspective where you feel obligated and responsible to protect your community with the gun and the gun license you got.
Right.
Cause dig on this, right? If him and I are right next to one another, and somebody starts shooting at me because he's right next to me, he's in just as much danger as I am of getting shot. Even though I'm the target.
Right.
So ICE could be going after the kids next door, and your kids could be outside playing with those kids, and your kids are just as much danger as them kids they going after.
You're right.
Right or wrong.
You're
so
right.
Okay, they outside of them schools waiting.
Right.
Is it only white kids, or is it only Hindu and or is it only Arabic and Indian and Hispanic people that could be deported? From a legal standpoint, according to the United States of America Incorporated at that school, no, your kids are there too. So if it's an ICE agent standing outside the school with an AR-15, your child is just as much has just as much ability to catch a 5.56 round from that AR-15 as the next child.
Right.
So it's your problem too. Logic would tell you it's your problem too. You want to be irrational and say, I don't care about nobody else. I only want to worry about black people. Black people ain't going to make it real far.
Right.
Humans are socially communicable beings. You're not going to make it real far. Okay, that's cool. You should only buy black-made automobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Is your automobile made by black people?
No.
Okay. You should only live in black cities where the pavement was put down by a black construction company, where the lighting company is a black electric company. You should only drink black tap water.
Yep.
If your tap water does not come from a black supplier, you should not shower with it.
Everything black.
How ridiculous does that sound? No.
Right.
Is that possible right now?
No, it's
okay,
not.
so it sounds stupid, don't
Yeah.
it? Okay, so I'm just saying. I'm not trying to call anybody stupid.
Right.
But I'm saying that logic is not rational.
Right.
It's not logical. That's what Huey was saying. It's not logical that any of us could do this by ourselves. But if we all come together, we got a chance. We got a shot. You know? That's all I'm saying.
No, I got you. So I just want you to address something real quick, man. There's two things. Now, you got people on the internet like, oh my God, this man is a plant. This man is a CIA agent. Where did he come from? I was sitting outside. He's actually giving out food to the community. He's been doing this for quite some time. It's cold as hell outside. He's giving out food because it's about to be a severe snowstorm.
Blankets
Giving out
and,
blankets
lights and
and lights and things of that sort. I just wanted to know, where did you come from as far as like, how long have you been doing this for the community? Because a lot of people are like, well, this man is doing this and doing that, but what has he done for the community? I just want to know, what have you done in the community, and also how long have you been doing this?
So while I was still actively gangbanging, right? I was becoming politicized, and I was becoming revolutionized. And I went to, and this is 2016 this happened, I went to the Black Caucus rally at Michigan State University when Michigan State University was standing in solidarity with Missouri University after somebody got lynched. And Elaine Brown came and spoke. And after that, me and my cousins and a couple of the homies from the Bloods, we created a group called the People's Advocates.
Okay.
And we was trying to like go see how to get started, right?
Right.
So we went there, and for some odd reason, all the students walked up to me in this group and they asked me to lead that protest. It's 2,500 students. You can look this up. It's on YouTube. 2016.
Okay.
And I led that. That was the first time I led a protest. After that, we started going to all the food pantries where they make you sign up and prove where you live and all this other stuff. We would gather the food and then go take it and distribute it through the hood and give it to everybody. And we would take phone calls. We would take calls and the calls to say, y'all can come in. Y'all just got to be quiet or go upstairs. We'd take the calls to tell us, hey, we need groceries. Can you drop groceries off here? We need blankets. Can you drop blankets off here? Yeah. And so we would put all the stuff in the car and take it to people. You know, put the number out, put it in the car, and take it to people who were in need. You know what I'm saying? So that's really when I started. Okay. Now the problem is I was trying to do that and still be a blood, and it wasn't gonna work out. So like eventually I had to get to the point where it's like either I'm gonna be all the way revolutionary or I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so between like 2020, you know, when Pablo X reached out to me about being a Panther, and like maybe 2021, 2022, I really fully just revolutionized and completely quit set tripping, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, and I never got put off the set. I never abandoned the homies or nothing like that. If the homies call me and they need me for something legit, I'm still coming. Right. If you try to do something to one of the homies, I'm gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? To put it out there. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the division of the red and blue, which is on the American flag, and the white guy being the one that's in charge of whether we live or die. Right. I'm not doing that no more. No longer am I gonna be beefing with somebody because of the colors they wear or the neighborhood they from. Matter of fact, I've recruited Crips and Gangsta Disciples, Vice Lords, Stones, Mickey Cobras, Bloods. I got everybody in Latin Kings. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got everybody in the party. You know what I'm saying? Long as you are the descendant of America's slaves, black, and for the record, Puerto Rican and Dominican people are black. The Spanish people and Portuguese people came to their islands where their ancestors look like him and raped them for generations and generations, strategically to decrease the amount of melanin in their skin and the amount of color in the skin, make them look more and more like them. So that's some reality for you, so you understand what actually they black too. You know what I'm saying? And that's the terrible reason why they don't got all that melanin. That's why. You know what I'm saying? It's not they're black just like you. They went through generational rape. See what I'm saying? So
I wanna quickly address. You said you were a blood, Piru, and things in that sort. Because a lot of people are bringing up your prior history as if this has something to do with now and things in that sort. Do you find that to be an issue? Like, but damn, I'm bettering myself. I'm doing more things for the community, but y'all want to remind me of my past and things in that sort.
When I did that first protest, the American Patriot Rally newspaper put in there, local BLM thug gang leader. You know what I'm saying? And they put this guy as a blood, and they put local and federal authorities said he's been terrorizing the community for years. And that was what they said about me, right? In 2020, right? And I have to own that. You know, I've been a very ugly, evil, detestable, violent, dangerous, stupid, self-hating, counter-revolutionary, bad person in my life. And I hurt a lot of people before I changed. And nobody can ever be like, well, because I changed, you're supposed to just forget what I was. So now I will say there comes a point in time where it's like, okay, I'm so far removed from that it's like, why are you still bringing it up? Right. But I can never act like that's not part of my past, and I can never just be like, well, will you stop talking about it now? Now, that's the people I victimized, right? Lots of people I hurt, right? But to people who were gangbanging with, come in. The people that were gangbanging with me, the people who were doing that with me, I can't be like the camera's upstairs too, it's warmer up there. But I can't be like, he said hi. Wave back. Yeah, okay.
I didn't even see you.
So the people that was gangbanging too, that are online trying to slander me and all that stuff like that, what part of being the blood is that? Right. What part of being the Piru is getting on the internet and attacking me on the internet? Like, what? You know, if you want to squabble with me one day and you know where I'm at, pull up. Hey, blood, I need that fade. I'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? They know I fight. Right. They know.
Right.
So it's like, what are you doing that for? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is you scared?
Right.
Are you scared to approach me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you approach me aggressively or you approach me calmly, my response still gonna be the same. Because I'm a militant revolutionary, right? I don't just represent myself. I represent Aaron Dixon. Him teaching me and giving me the permission to be a Black Panther means I'm representing him. I'm representing every Black Panther from the past, right? Whether they like me or not, because I bear that name, I represent them. Right. And so I will not be involved in stupidity bearing that name. It's a level of responsibility that I'm not going to foul on. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but for you to be a gang member and to be saying, oh, he's a gang member, how you going to be how you going to be a Black Panther now? Right. Didn't Bunchy Carter, wasn't he a gang member? Wasn't he an Avenue? Didn't he bring all the Avenues and all the other gangs together? Wasn't he trying to recruit them all to be Panthers? When you idolize him, George Jackson, the founder of BGF, wasn't he a Panther? Blood in my eye author? But is something wrong with me being a gang member and then becoming a Panther? Oh, okay. And then they say I'm a fake gang member and I never was real. But how you go, hey Blood, how you gonna be Piru and be a Panther? So which one is it?
Which one is it? Right.
Am I a fake Piru or am I a Piru and I'm not really a Panther? Which one is it?
Right.
What it really is, if you put all that together and surmise all that, it's you a hater. You see that since Huey Newton and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, I'm the first Black man to draw the whole world's attention. Right? And you mad. And that's fine. I don't care. I got a responsibility. I don't know why I'm in this position. When I was in Michigan and that crowd started following me when I walked away from the scene of that situation. I don't know why they followed me. I don't know why people look at me. I don't know why they follow me. I don't know why they listen to me. I don't know why they come to me for guidance. Now, I could probably lean on the excuse, oh, well, I'm being trained by the elders. Right. Or I could lean on the excuse, I went through this and went through that and went through that. I fought the Army National Guard. I fought the police. Maybe that's why. But what about, why was they following me before then? Why they come up to me in 2016 and ask me to lead that protest? Explain that to me. Can you? I can't explain it to you. All I know is it's happening. I'm in this position and I got to do the right thing. So I'm going to step to the plate. I'm going to seize the time. I'm going to lead my people. I'm going to teach them to arm themselves. I'm going to teach them to feed themselves. I'm going to teach them to clothe themselves. I'm going to teach them to save themselves. I'm going to teach them to not be afraid. Right? And I'm going to do that by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? And you know, love me or hate me for it.
I respect that. I do have like two more questions, man. So you have Meek Mill, a notable person that's from Philadelphia, of course, from North Philly. He actually put a tweet out, actually not a tweet, a post up on Instagram, and it was basically asking like, does anyone know where this guy is from? Philadelphia question. Could you address that?
Lansing, Michigan.
Okay.
I mean, my dad took me to other places growing up. Yeah. But I was born in Lansing, Michigan, at St. Lawrence Hospital, at the corner of Saginaw and Martin Luther King on the west side, on August 24th, 1986 at 10:30 p.m. to Paul Lawrence Birdsong and Sherry Lynn Birdsong. Okay. Yeah. Right. A black and a white woman, a black man and a white woman. My dad took one of Master's daughters and made a black baby with her. Ta-da.
And also, what's your ties to Philadelphia then?
My daughter.
Okay.
My daughter's mom is born and raised here. Okay. My son's mom is born and raised here. Okay. My daughters are born here. My sons are born. Well, my son is born here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have children who are Philly natives. You know, their moms are Philly natives. You know what I'm saying? And that was long. That's back when I was gangbanging. That's long before any of this ever happened.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, yeah.
And my last question, man, since you are doing something positive in the community, and just like you said, you don't know why people are following you. You have a lot of people, a lot of your comrades that's interested in joining the Black Panther Party. I just want to know, for those that are interested, how could they, you know, participate or volunteer or even join the Black Panther Party? Because a lot of people have been looking for people like you for quite some time.
So, the process, I can tell you the process. The process is, you show up at headquarters, right? We'll interview you. You do an application. You read through the 10-point program. Okay. First thing is first. You show up. First thing we do is you have to read through the 10-point program. Okay. You have to ideologically agree with the 10-point program and be willing to fight to see it come to fruition. If that's the case, if you agree with it and you're down to fight to get it, right, then we have you fill out the application and then we interview you. And then after we interview you, we do a test, right? We do an attention, discipline. Huh?
Do you want us to run the rest of the stuff in?
Give me 5 minutes. We do an attention, a discipline, and a able body test.
Okay.
So the able body test, you're gonna grab 2 weights that are 40 pounds each, and you're gonna walk all the way down the 3 flights of stairs with them, and walk all the way back up with them.
Okay.
The attention test and the discipline test, we're gonna have you sit in a certain way with your hands a certain way, and you're gonna sit there just like that and stare, and you're not gonna move until somebody comes back to get you. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so after you complete those 2, so we know that you can pay attention, you can follow directions, you can be disciplined and do it without moving and everything else, and we know that you're able to carry 40 pounds up or 80 pounds up and down 3 flights of stairs, it's your able body. Then from there we give you 3 assignments. Those 3 assignments are 3 different functions that you come to volunteer, so that we can see your work ethic. If we like what we see, we'll choose you. We'll vote on you the following week after your 3rd one to see if you could be a prospect. You're a prospect for 6 months. It's not as easy to join the party as it was back in the day.
Okay.
You know, and that's because the elders have taught us to learn from their mistakes in the past. All the moles and feds infiltrated because it was so easy. You could just walk up and join, right? You can't do that no more.
Right.
So 6 months you're a prospect. After the 6 months you have a 6-month evaluation, you become a soldier, lowest rank. Soldier for another 6 months. After that 6 months, you go on evaluation, you start training for rank and file. You train another 6 months for whatever that rank is, depending on your gifts and your talents and your skills. After a year and a half, you can hold a rank in the Black Panther Party. Police, 10 weeks. Military, 10-week basic training before they can decide whether somebody lives or die. Black Panther Party, a year and a half.
So even when you're here for 6 months, you still having to prove yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have to prove myself now, you see?
Yeah.
I've been here 6 years, I still got to prove myself.
Do you feel like it's a target on your back, man? Like just having this much attention, calling the police slave catchers, them not doing anything
Ain't
about
that what
it.
they are?
I mean, they are. I agree with that.
Slave
man.
Catcher Patrol is their original name. And they say, what's black police officers? Are they slave? Yes. You know how that came to be? The black slave owner, I mean, not the black slave owner, the black slave owner goes to the black slave and says, look, you're black, you're a nigger, they're a nigger, right? I need you to use your nigger instincts to help me get my property back. If you do that, we won't touch your daughter, we won't sell your son, you can have a little shack at the end of the plantation. Just help me retrieve my property. Whenever I call you, you come help me retrieve my property. Oh, yes, sir, master. Yeah, master. Yeah, I sure will, master. And so that becomes a black police officer. That's the black slave catcher, right? The black police officer is a modern day version of that black slave catcher, right? The black slave. Why do you want the black slave catcher? Because they feel like you and I have the same instincts. We come from the same bush.
Right.
We got the same blood. We go. You gonna be good at helping me find me because you think like me.
Right.
That's the origin of the black police officer today.
Right.
And they don't even be knowing that half the time. That ain't true. Google it, fool. Read a book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you mean it ain't true? Because they didn't teach it to you in school?
Right.
The American curriculum didn't teach it to you? You mean the curriculum made by the beneficiaries of the slave trade? They didn't teach you that in school, huh? So that because the slave owners' children's children didn't teach you that, you don't believe it's true, huh? All right. You know what I'm saying? So
So it's no, you don't even worry about like it being a possibility. Like the reason I say a target on your back, because you know how like Huey P. Newton was was raided, and killed by them. And I'm not wishing that on you, of course not. But like, do you think like how they say someone that's doing something positive for the community and things in that sort that can bring negative attention to me with the government and things in that sort?
They've already come at me a couple times. Yeah, they've sent people to infiltrate, sent people to try to do stuff in our name, and then so that they could say that we did it, or that I ordered them to do that. They've approached me. They've approached my children's mother. You know what I'm saying? They went to the gun stores and stopped them from selling stuff to us, even though they legally can't stop us from buying a gun. They've convinced the people at the gun stores to discriminate against us and say we can't come back to the store. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, what can you do other than just keep doing the work and just the training. We have training, secure training. So, while I got a lot of comrades around me at all times, nobody's making my drinks like they did Fred Hampton.
Right.
Nobody comes in my house like they did him. I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't even smoke weed.
Mm-hmm.
I barely take Tylenol. I had to be in a lot of pain.
Right.
So I don't have any drugs. You can't have no drug disagreement with me. You can't. You're not gonna give me no poison in my drink or poison in my food. You're not gonna come map out my house. See the things that was used to assassinate these cats back in the day. We're not gonna have an event where a bunch of people come to the event and one of y'all is able to come in with a gun. I'm never not armed. You see what I got behind me, and then I'm always armed. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna tell my soldiers, hey, don't be armed or don't search people. That's never gonna happen. I learned Malcolm X said that.
Right.
I'm never gonna say that because I see the outcome.
Right.
Huey Newton did drugs. I don't do anything. I saw the outcome.
Right.
Fred Hampton trusted these brothers and let them make his drinks and let them all up in his house. I don't do that because I learned from. I saw the outcome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and the comrades that have children and everything else, we all know each other's babies and stuff like that. It's mutually assured destruction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, we learn from the past and we don't repeat the past mistakes, and we continue to work because the Black Panther Party has unfinished business. And I'm gonna see to it that the business of my predecessors, which was the liberation of black people, and the liberation of all oppressed people.
Right.
I'm gonna see to it that work continues.
Right. My last question, I know I said this like twice. My last question, what is your mission? Honestly, like, what is your mission? Because people want to know, like, what is he doing this for? Like, what is it? Like,
Freedom. I would like to be able to walk around the community and do whatever I want as long as I'm not harming anybody else without having to worry about somebody harming me. What if you and I, right? I fish a lot.
Okay.
What if somebody hit us and was like, yo, if you take about 2-3 in the morning when the moon's the highest, you hit the dam and you bounce a little white jig along the rocks, you go hit some big ass walleye, man. And you and me look at each other like, man, we about to go get the walleye. So 2-3 in the morning, we out there fishing. And then we get done and then we getting ready to head home. And we hop in the car and we all tired, stinky, hitting ourselves with the dude wipes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Getting our little bottle of water. Man, what we gonna eat? What's open right now? Man, get on your phone and find out what's open right now. And because we sitting in the car, a pig decides to profile us like we in there doing drugs or something wrong, pulls up and beams his light on us. Get out of the car, enter like your fingers, get on your knees. And you simply say, why?
Right.
I didn't do nothing.
Right.
What did I say? Smack, boom, they jumping on you, beating on you, trying to get you down, and you fighting like, get off of me. Because you have no right to be there, no right to put you on the ground. Pow! Like they did that young man in Grand Rapids when they had him on the ground and shot him in the back of his head. Right? I don't want that to happen no more. That's why I'm doing this. I don't want nobody. I know sisters right now. It's a sister. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to give you any information pertaining to her other than this. Okay. She was a stripper. And she was a stripper that felt like she had to start letting dudes do more than watch her in order to put groceries on the table while her baby daddy's in prison. She don't do that no more. She come here every week and her kitchen is full. That's why I do this. You heard them kids earlier?
Yeah.
You heard what they said?
Yeah.
That's why I do this. Yeah. You heard what that OG said? That's why I do this. That's the reason right there. And when they come back with them stories, I feel like I did my job. When people see me in the street, beep, 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 yeah, fuck ICE, fuck the police, yeah. When a brother sees us walking and he sees the pig and he says, hey, remember when you jumped on me last week? Do that shit now. You ain't gonna do that while the Panthers are right here. That's what I do it for. That's freedom. No?
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that, man. I appreciate you sitting down with me and talking. You're a busy man. I know you got a lot to do. Get ready for this snowstorm. Get your comrades together. And I'm pretty sure you have a lot for 2026, man. I appreciate you, Chairman Paul. And again, this is episode 1 of season 6, the Dev Hall Show.
It's something you didn't ask me about.
I didn't ask you to talk to me.
You know how people are saying I'm a sex offender on the internet.
I didn't want to ask you that, but we can basically address that, man. I didn't want to leave no question unanswered because, some things I see you already addressed before, but you can definitely address it on my platform because people have spoke on that, but if you would like to address that.
So 2 things. Number 1, This is a gun license. It's a real one. You can't have one of those if you're a sex offender. Number one, if you end up on the Megan's Law list or for Michigan, the Michigan Sex Offender Registry, you can never get off of it unless you were falsely charged and you're found innocent. You can't get it expunged. You cannot get criminal sexual conduct expunged. So you will be on the Sex Offender Registry forever until you die, unless you can prove that you were wrongfully charged. You will not find me on, my name is Paul Lawrence Birdsong from Lansing, Michigan. Birthday is August 24th, 1986. Look me up on any sex offender registry you want. You will not find me. And I saw that little paperwork floating around.
Okay.
Go to michigan.gov and go to sex offender registry or sex offender search and go in a sex offender registry and type in my name and my birthday. It'll say no results found. Do it in PA, do it in Cali, do it. They said I had sex with somebody outside in Florida and got charged for it. Do it in Florida. You won't find me. I'm not on any sex offender registries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You cannot carry that gun you guys keep seeing.
Mm-hmm.
This is it. It's an AR-12. And for the record, it's loaded. You cannot walk up to no police carrying this ice or anything else otherwise, carrying this and not go to prison if you're a sex offender. Nowhere. So maybe in another country, but you ain't never seen me in no other country doing that. You only seen me here doing it. So I'm just saying, just putting it out there, critical thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not on a sex offender registry. I got a gun license. I had a gun license before this, the year before that, the year before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been carrying 2020. You put Paul Birdsong 2020 in your phone and you'll see a picture of me walking on the Capitol lawn, right?
Right.
With a 9mm carbine in my hand and a 9mm on my hip. I'm wearing a Raiders jersey because Raider Nation, motherfucker. But no, I'm wearing a Raiders jersey and I'm wearing some Dickie shorts and some Cortezes and I got both of them bad boys on me walking on the Capitol lawn. You know what I'm saying? Sex offender can't do that. I'm just putting out there, can't do that. So, yeah. I didn't want you to leave any. Oh, and here's the other question. The last one. I'm not Puerto Rican. My mom, she's French, Portuguese, and Spanish. 3 European countries. My dad is black. Look him up. His obituary is online. He's his complexion.
Mm-hmm.
Name is Paul Birdsong. You know, so my birth certificate says black male. My driver's license where it says race, it says B.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, this guy, I respect you, man, because I had seen something floating around. They're like, how a Latino running the Black Panther Party? And I'm glad you just said that, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I feel as though a lot of people just can't help themselves, man. They see somebody, they can't.
I like the way you said they just can't help
themselves. They can't help themselves, man. Just like the man said. Like, the older man outside, he was saying, like, everybody wants to have this conceived notion of someone and they don't even know, or pass judgment on someone that they don't even know. And these people that are pass judgment on people or criticizing someone, not even getting up off their ass and doing anything for the community.
Right.
Like you said, like not too long ago, it's a lot of shootings around this area. As soon as you presented yourself, you don't even see that.
Right, it's gone.
You feel me? And that says a lot, man, because it's a respect thing, man. So again,
hey, if we go, you know, the brothers on the corner, everybody's scared to walk past them.
Okay.
If you and I go walk past them right now, and I walk past, you know what they all gonna do?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Power to the people.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers that shooting people.
Yeah, these the
Or
killers.
yeah. That says a lot, man. That says a lot, man.
Yeah.
But I hope, God continues to bless you, man. And
Me too.
no, seriously, man, because you're doing something positive for the community. A lot of people are with you. A lot of people from different cities, different states, and if you're not doing something right, you're not gonna have no haters and things of that sort. So I just want you to continue to do what you're doing, and I don't think I need to say that because you've been doing this for quite some time. You've been doing it since 2016 when you were leading the march, 2020, and now 2026. That's 10 years, and I'm pretty sure you've been doing it before that. So again, I appreciate you for being a guest on my show, and continue to do what you're doing. Just in case y'all don't know, I got a whole Black Power drawing on me, man. So power to the people. You already know.
Power to the people.
Dev Hall.
Yeah.
I appreciate